Minister of Transport. Does he stand by his statement that the $300 million bill for restoring the Christchurch road network won't be causing any dramatic issues? And what is his time frame for the completion of this work?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, generally yes, although I would stress it is very early days, and the $300 million figure, which has since been widened to $300 to $400 million figure, is simply the best rough estimate of the cost to repair the Christchurch road network at this point. And in the context of the approximately $3 billion available annually in the National Land Transport Fund, that current estimate is manageable and won't cause any dramatic issues in the shape of that fund. The cost is likely to be spread over 4 to 5 years, but again, I would say the timing is very much dependent on the extent of damage to underground services and the time frame for repairing that damage.
The Honourable Shane Jones.
While the Minister told this, Mr Speaker, while the Minister told this House on the 8th of September that the damage to the state highway network from the first quake was 6 to 10 million, can he now give us a revised figure that includes both levels of damage?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Speaker, I'm doing this from memory, but I think it was less than 10 million after the September quake, and the numbers are in the order of 20 million following the February 22nd quake for the state highway network. The local roading network is what it is in relation to the $300 to $400 million figure. After the September quake, the Christchurch City estimates for local road damage was around $185 million, and that was subsequently revised down to $85 million earlier this year.
The Honourable Shane Jones.
Mr Speaker, given the inevitable changes and stresses on the National Land Transport budget as a consequence of the Christchurch earthquake, has he informed Auckland Mayor Len Brown that the earthquake-related transport costs means his government will not be supporting the Mayor's public transport aspirations such as the CBD rail link?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, no, I have said to the Mayor that the public transport aspirations for Auckland won't be any easier to fund, as is the fact that anything will be any easier to fund as a result of the additional cost of the Christchurch earthquake. I'd point out to the member two things. Firstly, the government has made no decision to fund that project at this point, and secondly, it would not be funded from the National Land Transport Fund.
The Honourable Shane Jones.
Supplementary. Will the Minister be abandoning his favoured project, otherwise known as Holiday Highway, $1.7 billion, and divert those funds to a more valuable purpose, restoring Christchurch transport infrastructure?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, no, the government will not be adjusting its roads of national significance program, except perhaps in relation to some timing matters. Those 7 projects were chosen on the basis of their contribution to economic growth in New Zealand, their improving of journey reliability and their contribution to safety. I would have thought the member as a Northland MP may have been focused on economic development in Northland, but perhaps not.
Question number 11, Colin King.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.